normies and non-normies.
Hi, normies.
How are you doing? Hope y'all doing good. So listen, I had to stop by, and I know it's not a podcast day. YouTube is already up. But so I gotta give an update. So we had our rent paid by the rental relief program, and it was supposed to be paid till the end of September. That's what I was told, right? And that we got to start paying in October. So they made us sign a lease, and that lease was from January to January. Yet today, I get informed that I have 30 days to leave. And I was like, how is that possible if I was made to sign a lease? And the lease is supposed to be from January to January. Not just that, like, y'all come to tell me now, today's the 15th, that on the 17th is when we're supposed to be out. I have a wheelchair, I got handicapped kids, and I gotta get them prepared and ready to move and transition and do this and do that. So how am I expected to do all of this, you know what I'm saying, on a last minute whim? Granted, I do have money to pay rent. I was planning on paying rent until I figured out where to move to, because I haven't been able to find an apartment that is wheelchair accessible, that will allow me to maneuver in my wheelchair, okay? It's been very, 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 very difficult. So now I'm going to have no choice but to find another motel or an actual extended stay to stay at. And the one that we used to stay at, which I would love to be able to stay there, I can't because they say they don't accept dogs now, even though they did 3 years ago. So I'm stuck with another extended stay, which isn't the best place to be at. But I kind of have no choice now, so it's all about how can I get a U-Haul, how can I get everything packed up and transfer from this place to that place. Mind you, I don't have any support, so literally it leaves my oldest daughter to have to do like everything. All right. I did ask White Boy for help to move, and as long as him and his family are not moving during the time that we're gonna move, then he would be able to help. But how do you give nobody no time? Like how? How do you give? Like, I just don't understand. And then y'all made us sign a contract, a lease, and now y'all want to claim that y'all don't know nothing about no lease. So I'm beyond frustrated because I was already trying to find somewhere else that we can go to until we found a place to live. And that's when I ran into the roadblocks of, well, the dog can't go here and the dog can't go there. So I don't want to have to get rid of the dog because my kids really do rely on the dog for the emotional support. And even though she stresses me out sometimes, I rely on her too. Like, so this is a catch-22. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. Again, like I always somehow tend to find myself in catch-22 situations. Can you be a little lower? I always tend to find myself in catch-22 situations. And it's frustrating because I be minding my business and shit always wants to pop off. So now, it's just some added on stress that your girl does not need in any shape, way, or form. I don't know when I'm going to be posting this YouTube video because I'm behind on my YouTube videos. I've been more focused on trying to, get my life together more than anything. So I do hope that you guys appreciate when I'm taking the time to post the content because I'm really trying to get my life together. Like, I'm really trying to find these clients for my coaching business. I'm really trying to make sure that I'm smart about the moves that I make. I'm trying not to be impulsive like I usually am because of my mental health. I tend to allow it to stress me out and then I make an impulsive move or an impulsive decision, and it doesn't always work in my favor. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm trying to be smart about what I choose. Why are you so loud? Why are you so loud? Then you shouldn't have taken it off. Lyrical does not understand when people do things like, it's just crazy. Hey, she's actually a thick doll. She is a very thick doll. I just bought the girls. How did the shoe already break? How did you break the shoe already, Lyrical? Or is it open like that? No, I think it's open like that. I don't think
you don't have the back of the shoe, yeah, it's open.
Okay. Yeah, I just realized it's actually open. I'm like, girl, how did you mess it up already? She got some big feet. So, yeah. So, like, my old me, the old me, you know what I'm saying? The one that's not dealing with her mental health, the one that was, like, all over the place and lost and confused and living in the dark with everything that she was going through and wearing that mask with a smile on the face. I'm not that person no more. So back then, I would have been freaking out. I'd have been pulling my hair out. I'd have been crying. I'd have been screaming. I'd have been so short-tempered that even if my kids said boo, I'd have been ripping their heads off. But I'm not allowing that old person. Can you please stop being loud? This is about the 5th time I've said this to you. You can play, but you don't have to be so loud. Because then you come out louder than me in my recordings because I don't talk loud. Okay? So the old me would have been literally like all over the place. Like, girl, I'd have been like, ah! Like, you know what I'm saying? I literally would have been all over the darn place. The new me and the improved and growing me is not going to allow it to stress me out. I just have to find solutions to my answers. And that is what I'm trying to do. I'm on here because this is the new me, venting out things that are possibly capable of triggering me so that I don't go back into my old ways. But I also come on here because I'm trying to show others it's not the end of the world. No matter what comes your way, you can actually succeed and accomplish. Just take a second to think, take a second to evaluate your situation, take a second to evaluate the best solution. Don't be impulsive with your decisions. Don't be impulsive with the move that you make. Like, make sure that you're actually doing a move that's going to benefit you in a positive way. Life is going to throw curveballs. It's all about how you catch them and what you do with them, how you throw them back. That's what it really boils down to. How you process and deal with everything, how you cope with everything. And I'm refusing to let it kick me in my behind and put me back in a dark place. I already have too many other things attempting to do that, and I already have too many other triggers that are constantly here. Like, I wanted to already leave because I don't want to pay almost $1,800 to live with rats. Once again, last night I barely got good sleep because all I kept hearing was the dog pouncing at whatever fucking rats were coming in the room. And that's annoying. But I feel like they're trying to avoid fixing the toilet because the toilet's broke. They're trying to avoid fixing the window, and they basically just want us out. This is not an extended stay. It is a motel. So you were not supposed to stay more than 28 days, but because COVID was here, all of that got overridden. So now they're just basically like, oh, you can't pay. I never said I couldn't pay. Y'all didn't ask me. You guys are just assuming that I don't have the money. Never said I didn't have the money. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah. Now I'm caught with trying to figure out where we gonna go. Because, like I said, I could give the dog up, but I don't want to because of the kids. They already lost so much and keep losing so much while we're trying to find a place to live. So it's already a stressor, and then like it doesn't help that I need to find a wheelchair accessible place. That makes it even 10 times harder because it's limited on the places that are wheelchair accessible. Like, it's frustrating. And then I do want to then consider going the mobile home route and purchasing the mobile home, but I didn't really want to have to stay in VA. But it looks like I may have to stay in VA. Because if I buy a mobile home, I'm at least try to live in it for like 3 to 5 years and then attempt about selling it or renting it for extra income. I'm looking into one now. I just don't know how long it would take, for that process to actually occur. And I would have to find a land or a mobile home lot to see where I can put it at. It's a lot of work. And it seems like the easiest route. It seems like it may be the correct route to go. But I've been so impulsive in the past with my decisions that I'm really trying to pray and contemplate on what I should do. And, expect to hear an answer from God to let me know which route to go. Because I don't want to make another wrong turn. I done made too many wrong turns as it is. And I'm trying to avoid from continuing to make more wrong turns. I did not want to have to move my child out of state. I wanted to allow him to complete the 8th grade here. But if I want to leave out of state, it's either find something out of state or just get stuck here. I don't have transportation to be going out of state. So guess I'm stuck with staying here. Maybe it'll be different if I have an actual place, that I like and can move to and can live in. And maybe my views of being down here can probably change. And if I get transportation, which I'm trying to work on that, it'll make life a heck of a lot easier. So, yeah, your girl is really, really, really stressed out right now. I may not look like I am, but alright, let me rephrase that. I'm not really stressed out. I'm just irritated more than anything because it's not like in the old days where I can just get up and say, okay, well, I'm moving here, or okay, well, I'm moving there, or okay, well, I'm doing this. And then the other extended stay option that I do have, it's only one actual room. This place was a bedroom, and then the living room and the kitchen were one room. So, but it is what it is. I gotta do what I gotta do. Whether I like it or not, I have to keep a roof over our heads. So I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta make it work somehow. Because if I don't, then I'm gonna be stuck. And that is not a good feeling. And trying to do things at the last minute now are not possible because of my limited ability to move and my limited ability to do things that I would have been able to do in the past to get us out of here quicker. So it just really, really, really honestly leaves me like, what is your girl supposed to do? Okay? What's your girl supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Like, now I told my daughter, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start diminishing all the stuff that we don't need. And I know we already don't have a lot of stuff, but we're going to have to make that stuff even smaller than what it already is. So if it's not usable or whatever the case may be, it's got to go. Because I need to find a way to make it work so that we can diminish to one room since we got used to 2 rooms. It's a lot of bins more than anything. All our stuff is almost pretty much everything in bins. And the deep freezer, because I am not leaving my deep freezer. The fridge can stay even though it was given to me. But I'm not leaving my deep freezer. My washing machine, my mini washing machine is already on its last legs, so I'm not taking that. I would end up leaving that as well. So it's, like I said, I'm not stressed, because the stressed version of me would have been crying. It would have been like, why does everything always happen to me? Why can't I catch a break? Like, why does life always give me these curveballs? But I'm not doing that now because I've grown and I've changed so much. Plus, I wanted to leave. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to continue to stay here with the rats. I just got discouraged when I found out the place that I wanted to go to doesn't accept pets. And then it's like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? The other spot is a little more expensive by $300 a month. And I don't want to blow the money that I have on just staying on an extended stay. I'd rather find a permanent solution for us to live. And that's where I am going to struggle at. So I'm on here just letting it all go, and I'm on here talking it out with you guys to see if I can find a light and a solution. I mean, granted, I know where we can go. Don't get me wrong. Like, we can go to that extended stay and whatever the case may be. But my only problem is, I really don't know what my problem is, to be honest with you. I really don't. I don't know why I don't feel comfortable with going to that extended stay, because I've never been there before, so I don't know what it is. But I don't know. I really don't know what my problem is. I just rather move to my own place. Like, I don't want to have to move to another extended stay. Granted, we can live in one room because my kids are always up under me anyway, so that's not really the issue. I just want stability for my family. I want stability for my kids. You know, we were stable at one point, and then we fell off track trying to help and think that certain people had our backs, just to find out that it was the complete opposite and we were left to fend for ourselves. But now with the wheelchair piece, that's the part that brings me to stress, if I want to be honest with you, because I can't move how I used to. You know, I'm so used to just getting shit done on my own and then just being like, all right, y'all, let's go. You know, and having already everything situated and everything done, because I was always a parent where my kids didn't have to do excessive things, you feel me? They were responsible for picking up for their own mess, in other words. But I always did the cleaning myself, washing the clothes myself. Even though my daughter was always offer to help when she was smaller, I'd be like, no, mama, you just be a child, just be a kid. Because I never had that luxury growing up. I had to run the household, and I never had a chance to just be a kid. So I try to leave my kids to be able to be kids. But since the whole handicap piece thing, like, it's been difficult to be able to do so. And that is what really ends up stressing me out, because I don't want them to feel like they're my slaves. I don't want them to feel like they're obligated, you know what I'm saying, because mommy's in a wheelchair. I want it to be that if they do things by their own part, you know what I'm saying, by their own heart, by their own decisions and their own ideas. But it's just irritating. It's honestly, truthfully, very irritating. Every time I'm thinking I'm going to catch a break somewhere, another roadblock comes. And then I have to figure out how to use that roadblock to create a step to get myself out of the hole. And that's usually where the miscommunication comes in. That's usually where the frustrations come in. That's usually where the stress comes in at, because I start to go dark and I used to start to go dark all the time. I used to start to think of everything as a negative thing. And always being like, why me? Why can't I catch a break? Why does life always have to kick me in the behind? But I've learned and I've realized that that's not always necessarily the case. Sometimes things that we think are roadblocks or negative things actually happen to us for a positive reason. You're loud, mama. Actually happen to us for a positive reason. We just don't see it, you know, in that shape, way, or form. So I'm trying to keep that mentality in, and I'm trying to, you know, stay within the light of where I can see, not go towards the parts that are dark, so that I don't take steps backwards, not in the growth that I've made, because I've come very far. And I do not want to fall backwards to old habits. I just really don't. It's not good for myself. It's not good for my kids. It's not good for my mental health, period. And it damn sure as hell ain't good for my health in no shape, way, or form. So I am just like, alright, breathe on that. Let's think this out. Let's talk this out. Let's pray about this. Let's ask God what we should do. Let's ask God for guidance, for protection, for healing, for answers, for all of that, because I'm going to need a higher power to help me with this, boy, because I am really limited and I don't want to make a very wrong move. And that's really what keeps me like on an edge with certain things, like, should I do this or should I do that? well, if I do this could happen. If I do that could happen. And it's like, all right, so which way do I actually go? Ooh, sorry. What's actually going to work for me and what's actually not going to work for me. But I do know one thing that I am doing. I no longer am helping others because I was always a very giving person. I would give people the shirt off my back as long as my kids were good. But I've learned living here that, Beba, can I get another coffee too, Mama?
Okay, can I turn this down?
Yeah, I'm cold. Why do you think I have a sweater? Oh, wait, no, go ahead. Just give me the blanket for my legs.
Okay, sorry, I'm off.
It's okay. Just keep the blankets right there because these are capri pants, so they're not long pants. So then my legs will get really cold. Sorry, you guys, I'm coming back. Hold on. Let me just put the blanket over my legs because Beva's hot and she needs to turn the AC and I'm already cold. But I got capri pants on and the cold air will hurt. It'll make my chronic pain and heighten. It's already bad enough that my chronic pain is already heightened. I can't even touch myself. Like, I tried to rub my arm and it was hurting, like, just from me touching myself. Like, I hate that chronic pain, especially when it is at 1,000, because I can't win. I cannot win with it. Like, I really, really, really cannot win with it. And it's just frustrating and annoying. But that's neither here nor there. So, y'all, I want y'all opinions or y'all suggestions. I want to know, what do you think we should do? Should we just move to the other extended stay and then attempt to see about getting a mobile home? Or should I look to see about getting a mobile home so I can know exactly what I would need, make sure I have what I need, and make sure I qualify and ride it out? Because I don't want another judgment on my credit. So far, it's not about going to court yet. But I want to be out before anything would happen. I just don't want to pay them no money if that's the case, because they haven't even fixed the toilet at all. So I really am like stressed out, but not stressed out. Because I want to move, I want to leave, I want to get out of this dark place. If we go to the other extended stay, they are wheelchair accessible, so I would actually be able to leave the room and not be stuck there. The supermarket is right next door, and our mailbox to get our mail is right next door. So it's not like I have better access to things than I do here since I can't take my wheelchair out. I'm trying to give y'all the positive because I'm trying to give myself the positive of the situation. I'm not trying to focus on none of the negative because that's what takes me dark. I'm just trying to focus on the positive. So it would be a better location for us. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. And staying here obviously would be fighting still the roaches and the rats. The other place does have roaches though. So I feel like I may want to bomb the room before we move in to make sure that whatever is there is dead before we actually move in. So I have to figure out how to get to that extended stay as well. So yeah. What should we do, y'all? Like, I'm trying to look at the positive of things. So looking at the mobile homes, I did find 2 or 3 that I liked. But the one that I really like the most, I don't know how much it is because the price is not on the website. It has a red tag sale on it. And this one is a 4-bedroom with an option to turn the sunroom into a 5th bedroom. Now, if I do go with the mobile home, I was thinking about renting a room to Nana, the neighbor next door. One, it would help pay, the mortgage and the rent lot. But 2, I would still have a room for Delano, a room for Lyrical and Bella together, an office to work from, and she would have her room. I said it was 5 bedrooms. So hold on. Let me think about this again because I just confused myself. So it'd be my room, Delano's room, Lyrical and Beva's room, Nana's room that she would be renting, and then the office space would be like the fifth room. The reason for that is so I can record for you guys without really having to worry about the noise from the background. And I can really focus. And this way, if I have to let out things, I can say it and not worry about the kids hearing me like I do now. What was the other advantage of this? I can actually put up cameras throughout the home so that we can record what we're doing throughout the day and stuff like that. And you guys can actually see our interactions better and see, you know, the things that we go through firsthand a lot better than the way you see it now, because now it's just me talking to you guys unless I can get the, you know, the recording. But it would give me a lot more options to expand my channels and my platforms. It would even give me the option to see clients at home if I find local people, that it doesn't have to be virtual for those who don't like virtual. I can still create my press-on nails for the shop. I mean, I would have the space for those two things. The office would be that, half office, half shop. I can start creating the stickers, you know what I'm saying? I'd have the ability to do so many things to bring in income that I cannot do right now. And that is why I'm kind of leaning towards the mobile home. Whether I want to stay here in Virginia or not, I am kind of leaning towards the mobile home. If anything, like I said, I could stay for a certain amount of years and then be out. Maybe wait till Delano is done, you know, with high school. So the next 4 or 5 years. Lyrical is being homeschooled, so I don't have to worry about that. But I really just didn't want to be here, like in the city that we're in or the other city that we lived at either. I was hoping more to kind of move to a different city and with more resources and more help. But it looks like it's not meant for us to leave. Or is it? Because I can always rent a U-Haul truck to go anywhere and turn it in at another location. All our stuff would fit. The kids would just have nowhere to sit. I would have to find how I would get the kids, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I need y'all thoughts and y'all opinions. What would y'all do in my situation? I'm really like torn right now. Like I'm really, really torn. I did like that mobile home. You know what I'm saying? The possibility of turning it into a 5-bedroom is awesome. And right now we have no transportation. So Nana's the one with the transportation, which that would help out. So my only thing is that I am worried about is I don't want Beva to feel like she's obligated to take care of Nana. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not her responsibility. Because she already puts on so much stress and pressure of taking care of me, or helping to take care of me, that I don't want her to add any more stress. But having that office space / shop space allows her to be able to have her art stuff there too, so that she can go back to creating her drawings and paintings and things like that. And Stankadoodle's been asking to do a lot more TikToks, which Beva said she'll be doing with her. So that'll give them a space to be able to do things as well. Like there's so many possibilities and so many options. It's just how to go about it. I don't want to make a mistake. You know, I don't want to make another impulsive move or another move that may look like it's beneficial right now, but then like a month later it's not, or 2 weeks later it's not. And I know that I cannot control that. I do know that, don't get me wrong. But I can have tried to avoid and prevent so many things if I stop and do things correctly the first time. And that is what I'm trying to do. So I'm just here basically to ask you guys, what is your opinion? What would y'all do? And that's you know what I'm saying, the story that we're at. I do have a good amount of money right now that would allow me to put down at least, I don't have a good amount of money, let me not say that, because that's not the case. I have enough money to put down a deposit for a mobile home, but I may not have enough money then to buy the van. But we would have a roof over our heads. And if Nana does come and rent the room, there's a limited transportation for a limited time. if that makes sense. I would still need to get a van because I need to take my wheelchair with me wherever I go. Her car is not capable of doing that. So it's just a lot of stuff, and I don't know. All of this just happened when I hopped on here. And I'm sorry, I didn't even give you guys the date. Today is September 15th, and I started this 30 minutes ago, so it was like 11 something in the morning, okay? My bad, I just hopped in because it literally just came, and I'm trying not to allow it to trigger any of my PTSD. So I decided talking to y'all was the best way. I still got a homeschool lyrical. I haven't homeschooled lyrical today. So I gotta get that going too, so I can't be on here long with you guys. But yeah, I would love your opinions for sure, and I would love your suggestions for sure. And if you know of any organizations that can help, I would definitely appreciate it as well. Outside of that, keep it cute, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.